Hi, Tony Bradshaw with AddSomeToYourIncome.com. Today, I think I'm talking to just another teacher. And this other teacher has asked me how to make more money, how to supplement the teacher's salary. You're in a spot where I was a number of years ago, where you're struggling and you're not quite sure how you're going to make it all work. And I look forward to sharing with you some things that I've done to add to my teacher's salary. I will touch on ways that I have increased the 3 different types of income that I really like to talk about. If you subscribe to my channel and you are watching the videos, you are hearing a lot about these 3. But in case this is your first one, hi, welcome aboard, and let's dive into labor income, passive income, and gift income. I will talk about how I've increased each of these with some specific things that I do that you could also do that will increase your salary. Let's figure out how to supplement the teacher's salary. Number 1 is labor income. That's where you work now and you get paid presently. Passive income, you'll do work now and you won't get paid until harvest. Gift income, someone else worked yesterday. My brother just visited in town, and he has a longer beard than I do. He's like, "Where's your hairdryer?" And I said, "I don't have a hairdryer." He's like, "You need a hairdryer. Your girls are getting older. They need their hair done nice. You need a hairdryer." Now, I am a teacher and thinking, need, want, those are a couple of tricky words right there, right? Like, I want one. I want my daughters to have a hairdryer. I need air, water, food, sleep. Anyway, so he was leaving before we could get to the store. So he reaches into his wallet and hands me money. And he says, "Go to the store and buy a hairdryer." Now, we as teachers, and if you haven't had this happen yet, it will. We have moments where people are like, "You're a teacher, you're on a teacher's salary, and I just want to hand you some money to go to the store and get a hairdryer." And the plan is that I will head to the store and use this money. But how do I see this money? This was a gift. This was my brother being kind. I get to receive this because my hands were already open and gave a gift to someone else. That's a story for another day, and if you follow some of my videos, you hear my stories of giving money. To get to the punchline, I gave away money, and money came to me. Also, as a teacher, this is where my brother is coming from, I give as a teacher. I give to my students, I give to my community, and he is aware of how much we are compensated as teachers, and he's ready to gift me money to go get a hairdryer. Not that I need a hairdryer. My beard isn't as long as him. It dries just fine with a quick towel. His is out here a little bit, and he likes to use the hairdryer. By the time he visits again, I better have one because that's what he's done for me. He's given me a gift. It is money in my hand, and I feel so grateful to know that gift income comes to me, and I can see it in a very specific bill given to me from my brother. Let's talk about the labor income and how to increase that. As a teacher, I took to my principal a question: what more can I do to make more money? It wasn't, can I have a raise? Because I knew the process. You know the process too. It was, what more can I do to make more money? A little while later, he came to me with an opportunity to be a director of a camp called Camp Invention. I have just wrapped up 2 of these camps for this summer, and I have 2 more to come. I've directed the last 2 camps that happened here in June. When I direct, I have teachers that are actually teaching, and I'm the one in kind of like the principal of the place, helping keeping it running. which means that I do a lot of work before camp actually starts, and then I do a lot of behind the scenes work when camp is going on. And then after camp is over, I have a pretty easy job of just clicking on the spot online that we did that, and everyone's going to get paid. These teachers get paid, and that's an opportunity. I actually had another person just email me a couple days ago asking about the opportunity, because I'd spread the word about this opportunity to get teachers. And there are teachers who like to get onto jobs such as being a teacher at a summer camp. That said, as the director, I directed one in person and I directed one that's online. I have 2 more this summer. Last summer, I was involved in 6 of these camps. For my time that I put in and for the number of campers we get, I then am paid for the work that I do to direct the summer camp. This next one that's coming up, I will actually be an instructor and the director, and so I'll be running the online classes. As a teacher, at this point, you're probably not afraid of running some online classes in order to have a paycheck that comes to you during the summer for the work that you will do. It's a nice schedule as well, with the timing of when we meet for about an hour, then we have an hour break, we meet for another hour, we have an hour break, we meet for 15 minutes, we have a break, and one last 1 hour that we meet. So it's got a lot of like breaks to it. It's not like a regular teaching with the online teaching, and it works really well for the kids to work on what they would work on during that hour, and I get a break to work on other things that I want. Talking a little bit too much about that. It's called Camp Invention, by the way, if you'd like to look that up or get a hold of me to find out more about being a part of Camp Invention. We've talked about gift income. My brother gave me the money to go get a hairdryer. I've talked now about labor income, which has been the Camp Invention, which is a big part of my summer and my life right now. Let's move into passive income. So a friend today mentioned a company that he is investing with and the kinds of returns that he's seeing. So I'm going online and I'm learning about this company and I'm trying to figure out, will this be a company that I invest in? What is it that they put their money into? How are they seeing their returns? How does the business work? I'm not going to give you investment advice, but I am going to say, keep your ears open, keep your eyes open. Notice the products that are moving. Notice what people say about certain companies or products that they're using, the apps that they're using. And be ready to invest in that company. You know, I think it was almost 5 years ago that one of my first students mentioned TikTok. I hear that and think, okay, what's TikTok? I don't know what that is. And then you can look into the company and decide if you often, when you do this research, I remember Warren Buffett saying investing is like watching paint dry. It's really boring. You got to do a lot of research and look at a lot of numbers, and it's quite boring. Anyway, so when you do the research, you hear about something like TikTok. You find out what its parent company is. You find out their numbers. And then you're able to make choices on investing. Again, it is boring like watching paint dry, and we're teachers. So we've got summer to be able to do some boring things. I recommend the great courses on investment. That course was so very dry. It just was. And yet, it helped me to know the key numbers to look for. There were numbers I already knew, but there were a couple of things that I didn't know that was really fascinating that has changed my investment strategy. You can spend the time, put in the time to learn how to invest. So when your friend mentions a company's name, you'll know what to look for on their financial statements, and you'll know whether or not it's a company you're going to invest in, or if it's something you realize, I should have invested in this 5 years ago, like the TikTok thing. One other area I'd like to mention about passive income, and it works really well for teachers, is writing books. I tend to just spill out books that are children's books. That's just what comes out of me. And I've struggled recently to find an illustrator to illustrate my books. It hasn't happened. It's been a struggle. It's been very real. I stayed in contact with a children's author, and I was talking with her, and she shared with me that she has just created an online camp for how to do the illustrations that she's done. I know I can tell I might be boring you just a little bit at this point, but I'm going to say I'm going to be taking a bold step myself and creating the pictures using paper and scissors and just cutting them out. Because I realized I'm not really an illustrator to draw, but I think I can scissor it. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Whatever you do, think about this question. What more can I do to increase my gift income? What more can I do? Which, by the way, it's to give. That's the key secret. What more can I do to increase my labor income? Are there other jobs that you can do? Are there things that are happening that you could get involved in? Will you look into Camp Invention? What more can I do to increase my passive income? What are things I'll be doing today that I will get paid later? I look forward to hearing from you about how you increased your income. What did you do to supplement your teacher's salary? I look forward to hearing back from you. You may comment and or reach out to me. I am Tony Bradshaw with AddSomeToYourIncome.com. And I look forward to seeing you on the other side.